So I think it's time I tell you guys a story. Yes, I'm going to tell you guys a story. It's not going to be a good story. It's not going to be a bad story. It has some ups and downs. It has some side to sides. It has some curves and bends in the road. But that's just how a story is. No story will ever be picture perfect. I grew up in Scranton Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. I was born in Scranton Wilkes-Barre Hospital. At the time, my father had no idea that I was born until 2 weeks later. And I didn't really know I had a father until I was about 3 years old, to be honest. I hung around him in Pennsylvania, and then we had to move a while away. I moved to Connecticut when I was about 3, and I was away from my father. At that time, my mom and my dad were actually custody battling me. If you guys don't know what a custody battle is, it's where you go to family court and you battle it out to see who will take custody of the child permanently or whatever. So in the long run of that situation, which I will branch off of this story a little bit about my life, but my dad and my mom had to split up custody. So I would go for the summer with my dad and I would live with my mom during the school year. So that is eventually the backdrop into why I was out in the Midwest. And the Midwest, it was a little tough. You know, I couldn't really talk to a lot of people. I only had 2 friends, to be honest. I only had 2 friends in the whole entire middle school that I would talk to. And this class of mine was about 400 kids. It was a population of 5,000, the town. And I only hung around with this one kid a lot. And he was a really chill dude. I still remember him. He's probably one of my most favorite friends that I have ever talked to. And if he's watching this, I give you like my honest thank you for being there for me. I really appreciate it. But then with family situations setting aside, such as assault and me getting the shit beat out of my parents, which I'm not going to say which parent did it, but I moved in 8th grade back to Connecticut, and I started living with my grandmother. I have lived with my grandmother ever since I was 2 or 1.5, because we did move to... I did say we moved to Connecticut at 3, but now I look back on it, we actually moved when I was 1.5, so I do apologize about the mess up in the story. We moved when I was 1.5 to Connecticut, so I will recorrect that. And I live with my grandmother ever since I was 1.5. So you figure 17 and a half years I've been living with my grandmother. I still live with my grandmother to this day. Thank God. She hasn't beat the shit out of me yet. Or, anything like that. Because she's one of the best parents I've possibly ever had. Well, the best parent I've ever had. Even though your grandparents are not your parents, they still, to me, are parents because they take care of you, even if your parents are ineligible to take care of you. Which, in 8th grade at the time, there was another guardianship or custody battle, and this time it was between my grandmother and my dad. So, my grandmother won that, obviously, because I'm living with her now. So, I'm 19 now. You figure 5-6 years back, I was 14 years old, going in 8th grade. Had no idea what the hell I was doing. I was in a new school again. This is probably the 3rd or 4th transition into a new school. And I met some friends, and throughout high school, it was a breeze. Very fun. I can't complain. I met a lot of people, a lot of cool people, a lot of chill people, and, it was just awesome to be in that experience. But there is a thing holding me back from YouTube. And I'm not putting this as a crutch to anything, really. You cannot... I feel that my thing, what I have, autism, Asperger autism, which is the social disorder, it doesn't hold me back. It doesn't. It's just, with what I've been through all my life, I have these kind of slumps to where I will fear that I do worse damage to something, or my power is so overpowered that I can't control what I'm doing, and therefore I need to stop what I'm doing. And this is kind of tying into the whole DK situation too. Not. I'm not bringing any hate on them whatsoever. It's just that I'll be honest, school was a big issue too at the time. But now that BO3 is coming out, I have more time to relax a little bit before heading back to work. I put in a week's work of vacation a work week of vacation. So, I mean, I'm going to be grinding BO3, but that's besides the point again. Just, I'll be honest with the whole DK situation. I was stressing about school. I was stressing about not living up to Devo and Ian's standards. And that's what really held me back, was from me not quitting or leaving DK, was the fact of how I was just overall in a depressive slump, I guess you could say. And just, I felt I wasn't living up to standards. I was sick. I felt bad for Devo and Ian because they were not getting comms done. Nobody was putting in the time and whatever and whatnot. So, why am I making this video? Why am I explaining some of my background life story? What does this have to do with DK? First off, it has to do with DK because I actually wanted to make this video, and actually personally, I talked to Devo. I messaged Devo and Ian on Skype, and I personally apologized to them that, I left without warning, left without, just, saying, oh, I'm going, bye. I can't do this, blah, blah, blah. I felt bad that I left without warning. At the same time, I'm co-leading a team now, and I feel it's wrong to, go behind, I guess you could say, some former teammates back and just, or former leaders back, and just start helping another team because, I feel loyal to Darkness, to be honest. I feel that they were my first clan, my first actual legitimate clan. I was in We Go Beast mode. I wasn't really active there, but I was a co-leader. Zone with Cruiser, if you guys remember Cruiser, and Ravage. Zone was started at like 900, ended at 1.6. And then Darkness, which I'm in now, which I was in actually. I was there from 2.9k to 5.1k at least. So, it's not every day. Opportunities come and go. And like I said to Ian and Devo, I wanted to formally apologize for not giving them notice. And if they are watching this, you probably have read my Skype message, and so. But I'm making it in a statement now that, I left because I was not living up to their standards. I felt that I was not doing good, and I needed to take, I guess you could say, take my time and relax a little bit, try to get my head on straight before just going at it again. So, I'm co-leading Team Havoc. If you guys don't know that, I am co-leading a team, but I probably I'll be honest, I kind of want to get back into Darkness and co-lead the team. I don't think that's going to happen. I'm going to have to choose one or the other, and I don't want to leave the guys that I'm working with now, because my overall goal on YouTube is to help people, help others. My goal starting off on YouTube was to actually start helping other people and helping teams grow as well as myself. But then I branched away from myself growing and tried to help others, and it works. It really does. Helping other people is just the best feeling I get from anything, really. Helping somebody at the end of the day, knowing that you helped them do something good with their time, is just better than just sitting on a console all day and being a cocky, arrogant asshole. So that's first off. That's basically about it, guys. If you are watching, and Ian, if you are watching, I'm personally sorry for not giving you guys a warning. And that's my phone. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I gave you guys kind of a life story, and I guess you could say I'm kind of doing better. But I just, with being life the way things are right now and BO3 coming out, I got to stick towards the positive things and positively reinforce myself to become a better person. So, I hope you guys have a good one. I'm sorry if this was a long, very, very long commentary. I think I'm edging it at about 10 minutes right now, so I definitely need to get the fuck off this Audacity shit. I'm rushing, and don't forget to keep on rushing. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. For now. Bye, guys.